Hello everyone, Granite Roots here today. Today I'm doing the NG, just roaming on NG and just with the power DPS Mechanist kind of build. Got it from GuildGen. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Usually I just show videos of, the cutscenes to just the fights that I win. But I think sometimes if you're learning and you're watching a video like that, you see that, and then you go out and you start losing, you get frustrated. So I'm going to leave some stuff in there with losses as well, so you guys can see that it's not all sunshine and lollipops. I've only used this build, had 2 fights so far with him, and I think I've lost both, so I figured I'd start. This is basically fresh, new build to me. I don't usually run NG anyway, so I have very little affinity for it, so let's go see what we can see. Well everyone, today was different as far as I started off almost fresh with this build and I'm leaving in the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can see my flaws in the beginning, and this is what my normal when I'm learning a new role or profession or PvP is. You see a lot of losses, a lot of trying to figure out what skills complement other skills and get it set up somewhat of a rotation. And I would say what I figured out that worked the best for this build. I also changed the healing turret for something more useful for me with mobility. I don't like to be static, I like to be mobile, so that helped a little bit more. And as you can see in that last fight, that's usually where I start my videos. I've been running about 2 hours now, and that's where I start to get comfortable and start to win more fights. First couple hours are just ugly and brutal. And be honest, I don't really care for engineer much, but I will say as I got better, more fluid with this and comfortable, yeah, it got a little fun. I love the mobility between Shotgun 5, Shift Signet, and Rocket Boots. You'll see a couple fights where it got me out of there quick. I don't usually like to run from fights, but stuff where you see I'm outnumbered or about to die, I may lose and regroup, as you saw with that Deadeye in the camp. So back to, and you also notice I started with starting with a mech. I think I like it better out. You just get better action. I was not paying attention to my trait lines, 'cause I think in the PvE one, when you drop mech on something, it actually stuns it. So I was kind of started that. That's why I started that way, thinking it was going to stun. Then I actually read the description and realized, oh no. So I started off with it out. So rotation, I'm usually going 4-3-2, or you can do 4-2-3. The reason I do 3 and don't really care, it's not going to mobilize them long. See, 2 seconds. By the time you get from the knockdown, it's gone. I like it for the vulnerability, which sets me up for, by that point, the mech is throwing stuff, and I have these all on auto because I'm a beginner with engineer. I don't play it much. People that are more skilled, probably, if you're more skilled, you probably just more do this on your own and probably get better results than I did and even more wins. So anyway, 4-3-2, skill 5, bring me in close. Then I go toolkit, I do 3-2, and then maybe block or something. I think I was just fooling around with it, but I don't think I really needed to, but just getting comfortable with it. And that was where I started, and then near the end you saw I got more comfortable with mortar. Especially my skill, I start with 4, let's blind them, buy me a second, and then we'll either chill or poison them. On each of these has vulnerability, and I like poison so they can't heal. Chill slows, and then a little healing for me. And then after I've run that for a bit, the hardest part about skill 1 or any on the mortar is your enemy's going to move, so you got to kind of account for that. And then by then I could go back and wind up my rotation again. So that is basically it in a nutshell. But you see the legitimacy of, I don't win every fight, I lose quite a bit, but it'd be kind of boring just to watch a video where some dude loses all the time. And I want people to learn, so I want you to see what's going right, but we can also learn from what goes wrong, and that's what I learned today, how better to utilize skills. I learned that the healing turret didn't work for me specifically. It might work for you. The guide says on Guild Gen to kind of maybe drop that and you're kind of kiting with your mortar while your mech does all the work. I like to be a little more up close. I mean, I could have tried a Hollow Smith, but I also stayed away from some of the other engineer builds because they're getting ready to rework Celestial stuff. No point in me doing a video on Celestial if it's going to get totally nerfed. Don't want to waste anybody's time. But Power Mech, I think it's definitely viable. It's good. And just another word as you're learning. If you get toxic chat or emotes of people corpse jumping on you, just know that you're doing a good job and they've got the issue because they have to do that. But anyway, that's enough of me lecturing. I think I've been clicked to move on, so we're going to finish the slideshow here. Thank you for watching. Hope this is helpful to you, and hope you see the reality of what learning a build looks like. And I hope you all have a most excellent day.